Hello everyone. Coffee is brewed. I thought I'd bring a little 4K device that has great stabilization. It's a cloudy day. It might clear up, knowing Texas weather. I just put out. And I'll do the grass this weekend. Plants are growing pretty good. I'm waiting for this one to come back. If it does, I'm hoping, but I have no promises. These are the ones I want to grow back. This one and that one I'm going to get rid of, just like those. So if they don't match that, I'm getting rid of them. And these are growing back, so two beautiful ones right there. A little bitty one right there. They're gorgeous yellow flowers. These have purple flowers right down there. And you see, that's the problem with this. I'm trying to show stuff and you're not seeing it. And then I would have to back up to show you stuff. See? So I have the Pocket 3, Osmo DJI Pocket 3, or the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 Creator Combo. Mic, very stable, great for vlogging. This is what I would use, okay? To show things off. There we go. So there's some pretty yellow flowers. There's my favorite purple flowers. Isn't that gorgeous? This is Wanda. She says, what is he doing? And then there's these beautiful yellow flowers are coming back. Two right there, one right there. Purple flowers grow from there. I'm getting rid of that one, those two, these right here. This one has some beautiful yellow flowers. So it should grow spectacularly since I cut all of this right here. See? All that open space. Same thing right here. Off the house, off the roof. But I feel the wind coming, so I think it's going to rain. I'm going to go to the store and get me a 4 terabyte NVMe SD card, stick, whatever you call it, drive. So, inside the house, look how good it is with no light on. But new setup with my M4 Mac Mini Pro. I got two 5K monitors. Now, I'm not going to do anything with photography today. I'm going to deal with computers and hubs. So, I have a 1 terabyte NVMe SSD I got a 5 terabyte hard disk drive, and this to do 126 gigabytes transfer from a 10 gigabyte USB-C to a real slow hard drive is going to take 20 minutes, and I got 15 to go for 127 gigabytes. It's not even halfway through, and it's already been 5 minutes. So I'm going to be talking about the M3 Max MacBook Pro, M1 MacBook Air. I'm going to highlight the Lionwee hub. I'm going to get my 4 terabyte NVMe SSD, and I'll put that in there, show you that. I'm ready to go to Best Buy. So, Apple Studio Display, 5K. LG Ultrafine, 5K. Okay? 2 5K monitors. I took out the 3440 by 1440. M4 Pro Mac Mini with the RayQ M4 hub. That's the cheapest one, about 99 bucks. I love it. I have a 4 terabyte SSD in there. So I'm transferring all the files from there, and I'm trying to fill this up. I got another orange 5 terabyte SSD that I'm going to hook up to another computer, and that's just for storage, okay? But when I operate, I just move this mic to something like this, where I'm sitting. It's at an angle. So if I'm looking at that monitor, it's recording my voice. If I look over here, my voice is right here. So you see, that monitor, this still captures it. This monitor, when I look over, it will now, if you move out of the sight of this, your voice goes, all right? It dips. So if I keep my mouth here, and I either face here or there, it's an improvement. So what happened to my 341440p monitor? Well, let me show you. So if I go in the office, and I'll cut some of this video out because it didn't show the plants. It's very important to have hubs and USB connectivity, either USB-C or USB 3. But here's my 3440, 1440, 4K dual monitor. The Studio 64 gigabyte of RAM. It's the M1 Max Mac Studio. And then, of course, you've seen all this. Everything's been vacuumed, clean. I just did it in stages. That's what you do. Got the dust. I put the 4K monitor right there for the Studio 32 gigs RAM. 4K TV. All right. I have the Shure MV7 Plus on the Rode mic arm. I got the Elgato low profile for an overhead for my there you go, for the ZV-E10. And then I can just go like that. There's my F-mount glass. There's my F to Z adapters, 1 and 2 version. Cameras, keyboards, cameras, related office, bags, camera bags, cameras. So this little tiny room has all this stuff. Library books, games, books. I'm trying to get up here. Come on. Show it. There we go. There we go. All right. So, books that I read. Quite a bit. I have games, Nancy Drew, other stuff. This is the, and I always do that, Fuji X106. This is the, dummy battery to plug in. The other dummy battery I have in the bag, that's for a power bank. And so I have a USB 4 hub right there. That helps out with plugging into this, other things. On the back I have 2 taken. I got 2 more that I can use. So I can plug in my different Sonys to the back of the monitor. It's very helpful. I got some hubs underneath, which you can't see underneath the table, which plug into here. And so they do the cameras, the TVs, the printer. You can see my setup on one studio, the other setup a little bit smaller. So Sony cameras, Panasonic cameras. Canon gear here and up there. This is my utility bag with power banks, cables, hubs. This is a PC with the 4K TV, 55-inch OLED. 55-inch OLED TV by LG. That's Samsung. This is a Sony 4K 40-inch TV. So I utilize a computer in each room. So here's another LG. This is like from 2018, 55-inch. I think it's called the B18. And I have a nice hub with the 2018 Mac Mini with 64 gigs RAM, SD cards, USB-C. I don't think there's anything in the back. Yeah. So you can stand up my Mac Mini with this hub. I love it. Keyboard, monitorizers. I got them all over the place, okay? That's how you do it. You use hubs, you use different computers. So I showed you one PC, showed you all Macs. I got another PC with the 65-inch LG, and that's a B17, I believe. But that is a RTX 4090, 78, let's see, what is it? 7880 3XD, something like that. I forget the number. Yeah, I think it's a 7880. But, you know, stereo equipment, DVD-ROM. I got 4K watch videos. There's all my videos. So, why would you want to travel? You got everything here. You've seen my cameras. So here's the new OBS bought Tiny Light 2. And that's a 4K webcam. But it'll track you if you want. My Z6 III. My ZF. There's AMD Ryzen 3600 with 64 gigs RAM. An LG 55-inch OLED TV. Yeah, that's an HDMI cable. My iMac 2017 Intel 5K, 64 gigs RAM. Old motherboards that when I used to have the computer business, these motherboards stopped working. The fans are good, the processors are bad, or something wrong with the motherboard. But I got the memory, just for appeal. And then, last but not least, the last place. So there's another 7880 3XD with 32 gigs of RAM. This one is my Threadripper, Ryzen Threadripper 2990X. Okay, that has 64 gigs RAM. 40-inch LCD TV. This is a 40-inch, I think it's a Sony. No, it's a Samsung. Samsung. Sometimes when I turn on remote, both TVs will come on. But I have a printer for the PCs. Got a little fan, lights, clothes, games, you name it. And then I got beds everywhere too for my dog or cat. Stay with me. Come on, there it is. And she follows me everywhere. So you see, master bedroom, all nice and neat, all vacuumed, all dusted. I just got to polish the wood here and there. This is the dining room I took over with the M4 Pro Mac Mini studio. So I'm ready to talk about the hubs and the laptops that you can use. You can either use an SSD, you can use a hub, show you some transfer stuff. So I'm going to get into that today. I'm getting another one of these hubs. So I'm going to use these for laptops. Because the ones that I used to have, I still use now and then, like for SD card readers and stuff like that. Nothing beats what I'm getting today. So HDMI, DisplayPort, see, HDMI, USB-C. This was a hot ticket for laptops, right here. These type of hubs. They're not very good. I got the USB-C to, HDMI to DVI. And I got those monitors too. So, been in the computer business for quite a while. I know my stuff. I know hubs. And I'm going to stick with these. External. It's only 10 gigabytes, but SSD is the way to go. I'm leaving the hard disk drives behind. They're good for storing files. They're slow in transferring files to them. But the important thing with your computers is you leave nothing on the hard drive, so you won't run out of memory swapping between the memory and the SSD. And you make sure you have plenty of memory. 64 gigabytes may be overkill, because 16 is the basic. 32, you should get along fine. I do overkill. 64 is fine. You don't need 128 or more unless you're really in an intensive, and then you better have a pretty big hard disk drive if you're going to use stuff like that. So that's what's coming up. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Oh, just to show you one more thing, okay? Reason why I got these is I got one extra port, so it comes with 3 USB-C ports, a Thunderbolt port, which I think is a 3. Same thing with this one, okay? So I got 3 more USB-C ports available here. I got a USB 3, 5 gigabyte headphone jacks. I got a 4K 60 HDMI. I got a 4K 60 right there. That is my network part. All my Thunderbolt 5 is taking hold. So the 2 monitors, and then for the hub, I plugged into the Mac Mini. So I also have 2 more USB 3 right here. Okay. And I'll turn on the light so you can see it. This is great hub. My USB capture, this is 4K 60. The Elgato is 4K 30. So I got the 2 cameras. Showed you what was in behind, but if I come over here, you can see, I get my finger out, you can see the SD card readers, the 5 gigabyte USB 3, 10 gigabyte USB 3, and USB-C. And then I'm using both of the 10 gigabyte USB-Cs in the front. Once I'm done transferring the files, which looks like it's done. Yeah, it's done. So I'm going to fill this up and then put another hard drive. Once this is done, put that in storage, and I'll be back in town. So some of the tests is I got a 1 terabyte 960 Pro SS or NVMe M.2. I'm going to put the 4 terabyte in there. I'm getting another hub. I'm going to show examples of the improvement with M1 MacBook Air and the M3 MacBook Pro. So that's my setup. Long-winded. I didn't talk about the Westcott lights, you know, that I have, giving me extra light. Showed you around the house a little bit. Everything's organized. Everything's clean. That's why I like it. Even on the outside. You know, if you have organization, you know where everything is. And then if someone drops by, you can show things off. And they come and visit you all the time. So, bye folks. Have a wonderful day. Stay warm. Spring is here. Usually after Easter, everything warms up. Okay, bye.